Hello and welcome to today's video. My name is Courtney. If this is the first video that you are joining for, welcome. If not, welcome back. Today we're going to be taste testing a variety of new things for spring and Easter. Okay, I know I'm a little late to the party, but these things are still going to be sold in stores for a little bit, at the very least after Easter even as well. So let's get to taste testing. So obviously we need to do at least one jelly bean, and these were one of the only ones I noticed that I haven't tried, but they seem so interesting. So these are Dunkin' Refreshers blended fruit flavored jelly beans, which I thought was really interesting for Dunkin' to go that route, but it makes sense because a whole bunch of coffee jelly beans I don't think would do as well as a bunch of fruit flavors like this. So there's lemonade, peach passion fruit, strawberry dragon fruit, and raspberry watermelon. Let's try them. All right, I'm actually pleasantly surprised by these. They do taste kind of familiar, as if they're made by like another brand that already has jelly beans out, but they're good. The flavors are all different. They're really unique. I'm gonna go 8 out of 10. I will actually probably really enjoy the rest of this bag. Okay, so we're gonna do another jelly bean, but these ones are by Yum Earth. So they're allergy-friendly jelly beans. They're organic. They're egg-free, gluten-free, shellfish-free, tree nut-free, peanut-free, fish-free, soy-free, dairy-free, sesame-free. Hopefully not flavor-free. The flavors are mango, peach, cherry, and apple. Let's give them a try. I've tried a variety of things from Yum Earth, and I've liked pretty much everything I've tried so far, I think. So I can't imagine these aren't gonna be good as well. They're also in a resealable bag, which we love around here. Okay, I guess I wasn't really expecting when I said hopefully they're not flavor-free for that to possibly be the biggest problem, but their texture is really nice, but there's not a ton of flavor. Like, there is some, and the flavor that's there is good, but it's not enough. I'm gonna go 6 out of 10. Like, two of them did not have anywhere near enough flavor. The two that did were like good, but not great. So it would also not be an Easter taste test without Peeps. I have tried many Peeps over the years in the past, so if you would like to see my thoughts on any of the other ones, please feel free to go check those out. These are the two for this year that I have yet to try. We have Breyers, like the ice cream brand, cookies and cream, and we have Rice Krispie Treats, which I think is very interesting because you use marshmallows to make Rice Krispie Treats, which is obviously what a Peep is. So I'm very interested to try both of these. I think they're gonna be very interesting and very fun, hopefully. All right, starting with the cookies and cream. It honestly just tastes like a regular Peep, like maybe a little bit more vanilla-y, but I don't know if I'm really hit in the face with like a cookies and cream flavor. So like taste-wise, I would give it a higher score, but if we're trying to call this a cookies and cream and score it based on the fact that it's supposed to be cookies and cream, I'm gonna go 6 because I'm looking for that like chocolatey cookie flavor along with the vanilla flavor and the cream on the inside, where this more just tastes like the cream and marshmallow mixed together, which isn't bad. It's good. It tastes good. But I was expecting a little more. Rice Krispie Treat time. Oh, that absolutely smells like a Rice Krispie Treat. Like the actual treat too, not just the marshmallow. Okay, this one definitely tastes a little bit different, but I'm still struggling to get past it just kind of really tasting like a marshmallow. Like, I think if you handed this to me and asked me what flavor of Peep this was, I would have said original. And I would have said original for the other one too, because I don't think it tastes different enough. Like, it tastes good, but I don't know if it tastes different enough. Like, I'm not entirely left with an aftertaste of Rice Krispie Treat. The most that comes from it is the smell. So I'm also gonna give this a 6 out of 10 because it tastes good, but it doesn't taste like it just tastes like a Peep. Okay, I'm very excited for this one. I don't know if it's just like an Easter spring thing, if it's gonna how long it's gonna last, It says limited edition. These are from Pepperidge Farm. They are caramel cafe au lait caramel Milano cookies. And if you've never had a Milano cookie, I would recommend. Milano cookies are great. There are a lot of different varieties that are very good. I personally like, I think it's the dark chocolate one that I really like. But this one it is made with premium white chocolate, sweet caramel flavor, and a rich coffee flavor. I'm very excited to try this. Although it smells incredible. To me, that tastes like a caramel coffee waffle. I don't know why I get so much like waffle flavor, but I don't know if it's maybe from like, not burnt coffee, because that I feel like that sounds bad. This is delicious. This is absolutely incredible. I'm gonna go 10 out of 10. Like, it's such a unique and different flavor for a Milano. I think if you blindfolded me, but there's a lot of blindfolding in this episode or video. But if you were to blindfold me and have me try this, I don't know if I could tell you that it was a Milano cookie, but it's incredible. The flavor is so unique. It's so different. I'm very happy with this. I'm very happy with this. For some reason, you just get like a really strong, like caramel waffle flavor. Like, it reminds me, you know what it reminds me of? Sort of is the Stroop waffles. Okay, last but very obviously not least, if you're new around here, I'm a very save the best for last kind of person. So I save what I'm hoping is the best for last. And this is Joyride. So Joyride is a better for you candy brand. It says uncommon candy, and these are what I presume to be their take on like Nerds, not Nerds clusters, Nerds, the hard shell Nerds, like the ones they do. They were initially like their Easter jelly beans, Nerds jelly beans, and now it's just the crunchy Nerds. I don't know why that took me so long to get towards. But either way, these are Gummy Busters, crunchy and chewy sour candy. And they're 50% less sugar, no junk, amazing taste. I'm very interested to see how these are. The flavors are pink lemonade, fun drink, and blue raspberry. What is fun drink? Okay, they definitely do not do artificial colors. Okay, I really like these. I think they all kind of give off like a lemonade vibe base. Like, they all remind me, to me it's more like pink lemonade, some other kind of lemonade, and like blue raspberry lemonade. They all seem to have that base flavor of lemonade. They're good. They're not, if you're someone who likes sour things, like really sour things, they're not very sour, but they've got that nice sour essence. If you're someone who cannot handle sour at all, these would probably be sour to you. I really like these, and this is something I actually probably would go for. Oh, like if I'm craving crunchy Nerds and I want something on the better for you end, I would go for these. They definitely don't have as thick of a shell, and I do really like the crunch that those particular Nerds give. But I'm gonna give them an 8 out of 10 for what they are. And so keep that in mind for what they are. It's not going to taste exactly like a crunchy Nerd. It's not going to have as much flavor. It's not gonna have as much crunch. But if you're looking for a better for you alternative, I think these are fantastic. You know, I'm switching that. 9 out of 10. For what they are, these are really good flavors, and I wouldn't mind seeing more flavors. I also, you can tell, like, the colors here are bright, but they themselves are like a very, like naturally colored. I really like these. I'm gonna be super honest. The first time I ever tried Joyride was a couple years ago now, if not a few years ago now. And I actually did not like their products. I thought they tasted very artificial. And so I was put off from them for a while. And then I saw people on like TikTok start to review them and say they really, really liked them. So I gave them another shot. I'm going to assume they either redid their formula at some point, their recipe. Either way, these are very good. And I would actually very much like to retry all of their products because I'm very happily surprised by these. And this, I found this in the Easter section. So it technically was Easter. So with all that being said, I would love to know, what are your favorite Easter treats, snacks, candy? What like fun new stuff have you tried recently? Because I'm very curious and would love to also know what you want to see taste test wise coming from me, because we're about to hit spring and summer. What would you like to see? I have a very fun trip coming up that I'll have plenty of things to taste test from. And I've got some few fun videos, especially Alex and I have a couple of few videos coming up. So I would also like to know what you want to see. So please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. If you were to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe, you simultaneously help yourself stick around for the next video, but you also help support the channel, which I massively appreciate. So I thank you again. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.